Hello, ghosties. You're listening to Not My Ghost.
Not My Problem. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Jen.
Whether you're a skeptic, a true believer, or somewhere in between, join us for a journey into the unknown.
Because remember, when it comes to the paranormal, it may not be our problem.
But it's certainly someone's problem.
Congratulations, Dani!
Yay! So Dani is either already married or she is about to get married. We couldn't quite remember if it fell before or after the episode.
We don't remember.
She could be on her honeymoon listening to this. We don't know. But our first patron is married or getting married.
Yes. So this is her special episode, and it is all wedding themed.
Yes, it is.
And we're very excited because she is awesome, and we wish her the happiest.
The happiest years.
Yes.
The happiest forever possible.
Yes, we do. But before we get into that, I do just want to comment on something that happened before Kelly and I hit record for today's episode. We're just sitting here shooting the shit like we do before we start recording. And we both hear from her room an audible noise. And we have no idea what it is. I at first thought it sounded like a door squeaking.
No, it sounded to me like a little kid like shrieking with laughter right directly in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I literally turned my head and went, what the fuck was that?
We both did. I was like, and as soon as she said that, I was like, I heard that too. What the fuck was that? I was, because again, I thought it was a door. So I was expecting to see one of your kids coming in behind you.
Nope.
And like squeaking open the door. I'm so mad we weren't recording and we didn't catch that on audio.
Same.
So last week episode, I saw a shadow figure in my bedroom. And this week you heard either a ghostly door creak or a small child screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It's, we're haunting ourselves. It's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, yeah.
Maybe it was one of the haunted dolls I have in my room.
It's possible. It's been quiet since you got it. And all of a sudden.
Since I got them. Yeah. And then suddenly.
Yeah.
I really don't know. It's dark outside. There's no kids outside playing.
No.
And it didn't sound like it was like.
No, it sounded like it was inside.
From outside the room. It sounded like in the room.
Yes. Like you don't have any windows open right now, do you?
Nope.
Yeah. Because I know I can hear like your neighbor's dog barking if you have your window open. But other than that, I can never hear anything outside.
Right.
That was creepy.
And we don't usually hear anybody else in my family at all, ever.
No, it's pretty quiet in your room.
Nobody is really even here right now.
Yeah.
It's not like it was one of the kids because they're not even home. And Nick's at work.
That was weird. No explanation.
It was definitely weird. Nope.
Yep. We're haunting ourselves. Well, I will say, for those who listen to another podcast that I love, Two Girls, One Ghost, they claim to be the most haunted podcast in America because they say that when they do episodes and when people listen to their episodes, they get haunted and they have experiences. So maybe we're just following them. Maybe we're just haunting ourselves with all these ghostly tales.
Maybe, but I had to sleep alone in here tonight.
I know. We did have that one episode we tried to record way back when that we couldn't record because we kept having audio issues with it.
Right.
Yeah. We recorded it twice.
Yeah, we should try that again.
We should. And then if it happens a third time, because we haven't had audio issues in a while, knock on wood.
No, and my internet seems like it's been really good lately.
Yeah,
so.
knock on wood.
Yes, definitely.
But anyway, I have actually 2 questions for you today because I could not pick between the 2.
So this is our scripted, unscripted banter.
Yes, it is. Thanks, Kelly. I would have forgotten.
You got 2, you picked 2 for me because why?
Because I couldn't pick between them. I liked them both.
Okay.
So I couldn't make up my mind. Okay, first one. If you could renew your vows at any haunted location, which would it be and why?
why don't you go first? Well, you don't renew vows, but if you were to get married.
Yes, I figured that would be how I would answer the question. If I ever find somebody that wants to marry me and I want to marry them, then I would probably pick one of like the famous like haunted asylums or something and like find like a really eerie, just big room and then just go full on like gothic themed wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
I know.
So I was thinking, I don't have a specific place in mind, but I was thinking like a haunted castle, like over in Europe or something.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. I was thinking that I need to be more realistic and I would not be able to afford a haunted castle over in Europe.
Well, maybe you're going to meet a billionaire.
That's true. I could. By the way, I am single. If anyone is interested, please message me on Instagram. And no, you don't have to be a billionaire, but it helps. Okay.
I don't know that you should be putting that out there for anybody to message you on Instagram.
Well, they can message me on our podcast page, and then I can block them.
If they do, and you get creepy ones, we should read them.
Yes.
As part of our like unscripted.
Yeah. So if you do send me anything creepy, know that it will be read on the podcast.
Yes. What is your second question?
My second question is, if you could invite one ghostly guest to your wedding or vow renewal, who would it be and why?
My father.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, because Nick and I just got married at the courthouse and he wasn't there for that. My mom was, but my dad wasn't. So I think I would have my dad. Yeah. Because, he's my dad and he's dead. That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense. Would he walk you down the aisle?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I want to be there.
You might not be able to see him, but yeah,
he'll be there. Okay, mine would be my grandmother because I know how much she always wanted to see me get married. And sorry, I took too long. And she passed away 2 years ago. So she's not going to see that.
Sorry, Grandma.
Not in her worldly body earthly anyway. Body. Yeah, her earthly body. But she'll be there in spirit. One thing I want to do if I do ever get married is because my cousin did this at her wedding and I thought it was really cool, but she had like a table where it was like pictures of loved ones who had passed away and it was like people who couldn't be here. Yeah, that's
very sweet.
I've also seen it before where they'll do like save a chair for them. Like my grandmother will have a chair.
Yeah.
That'll be blocked off with her picture. She has a really good picture that we actually used for her funeral. That was from my cousin's wedding. So that picture will be there in the chair.
Oh, yeah. I believe my sister-in-law, Jessie, when she got married, my husband's sister died when he was very young, like, I don't know, 6. And his sister, Julie, passed away. And Julie, I believe, was Jessie's godmother. So they honored her at the wedding.
Oh, that's nice.
It's always nice to remember and honor the people that we loved and that we lost.
Yes, I agree.
Yep.
Okay. Well, today we are exploring the enchanting world of haunted wedding venues, where love and ghostly stories intertwine. As we explore some of the most mysterious and spine-tingling locations for nuptials, we have a heartfelt reason to celebrate. Our very first patron, Dani, is getting married. Yay, Dani.
Yay.
Join us as we raise a glass to Dani's upcoming and or maybe previous wedding while uncovering the eerie histories and chilling legends behind these venues. So grab your veil and your ghost hunting gear and let's embark on this spooky journey together.
I'm excited.
Me too. This was a fun episode to research. And it's actually going to kind of be, because it's wedding venues, all the wedding venues that I picked were actually hotels. So one of our series that we'll plan on doing and revisiting is haunted hotels. We're going to do more haunted hotels because there's so many of them out there that we can do. But I just picked a couple that were specifically known for being wedding venues. But before we get into that, I've got some fun facts for you, Kelly.
All righty. Bring it on.
Do you know the origin of the engagement ring?
I do not. I believe that I know that you wear it on the left hand because there's some kind of a connection between something that goes to your heart from your left hand. I don't know if that's true or if that's just things that people used to believe. But
yeah, okay.
But I don't know where it started.
The tradition of engagement rings dates back to ancient Rome, where wives wore rings attached to small keys to signify their husband's ownership.
Ugh, I don't like that at all.
Me neither. Diamonds didn't become the standard until the 15th century, with Archduke Maximilian of Austria giving Mary of Burgundy a diamond ring in 1477. We can thank that Archduke for starting the diamond tradition.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm cool with diamonds.
I don't mind them. When Nick and I got engaged, I was like, I don't really care about the size of a diamond or anything. And he's like, I can't give you something that's embarrassing because people are going to know I gave it to you. And I'm like, yeah, but like, just know that I don't care. Like, I just want to be your wife. So
yes. I care more about style than I do like size of the diamond or price. Like, I do not want a man spending a ton of money on an engagement ring because I'd rather put that towards like a vacation or something fun.
Yeah.
But I want it to be pretty.
I agree.
Got to be pretty.
Yeah.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. This tradition dates back to the Victorian era. Each item has its meaning. Old represents continuity. New offers optimism. Borrowed signifies borrowed happiness. And blue represents love and fidelity.
Yeah, I didn't know why.
No, me neither. Bridal bouquets were actually used as protection originally.
Protection of what? From what?
In ancient Rome and Greece, brides carried bouquets of herbs, spices, and garlic to ward off evil spirits and bad luck, not flowers. This evolved into floral bouquets for a more fragrant tradition.
Yeah, Dani, please don't walk down the aisle with garlic in your bouquet. That's weird.
I'm okay if you use herbs and spices, though.
It would depend on what kind of herbs and spices.
It'd be a very, very witchy thing to do. That's probably what my bouquet would be.
I could see it working. I could see it working well, but not garlic.
No garlic. That would be weird. In ancient Rome, bridesmaids dressed similarly to the bride to confuse evil spirits or jealous suitors who might want to harm the bride. So the bridesmaids actually used to wear white, which is taboo now.
Yeah, you couldn't do that now.
No. But back then it was used to confuse evil spirits.
I have heard of people having black and white weddings, so where all the men wear black and all the women wear white.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah. But it's not common.
No. Can I just have an all black wedding? Everybody has to wear black.
That's like, for me, yes, please, because I love black.
Yeah.
So,
me too. Including me. I want to also be in black.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think that you should have maybe black with like sparkles or something just to set you apart a little bit. Or you could wear red and everybody else could be in black.
Yeah.
I like that.
Me too. I'm not even
Let's get
married.
That billionaire here. Come on. Billionaires.
Billionaires.
Come on.
Let's go.
We know you're listening.
Yes.
We know all of you are listening.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make Jen a wifey.
Yeah. And a billionaire that likes Ghost because they're listening to our podcast. I mean,
they exist, I'm sure.
I'm sure they do.
Billionaires that like ghosts.
Yeah. They got to be out
there. We know the ghosts do.
Okay. Ready for some scary facts?
Yep.
Many cultures believed seeing certain animals or natural events on your wedding day was a bad omen. For instance, English folklore says rain on a wedding day signifies a doomed marriage, and seeing a spider on your dress could be a warning of misfortune.
Yeah, the misfortune is you have a spider.
Yes, if I saw a spider on my dress, I probably would burn the dress. So then that would be very misfortunate because I would no longer have a wedding dress. It
is having the spider. Yes. I've always heard that rain on a wedding day means good luck, but I'm in the U.S., not England, so.
Yeah. Also, according to an old superstition, a bride who tries on her wedding dress too many times before the big day risks tempting fate and dying before she marries.
Wow.
So, Dani, I really hope you didn't try on your wedding dress too many times. It was thought that the more the bride wore the dress before the wedding, the higher the chances of bad luck or tragic outcomes were.
Wow.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I've never heard that before.
No, me neither. Back in medieval times, till death do us part wasn't always romantic. It was taken a little more literally. People genuinely feared curses and bad luck if they failed to say their vows precisely. And a misstep saying your vows could mean bad luck, ill health, or even death of the marriage.
Oh, so death could be death of the marriage.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought in medieval times that they took it more religiously.
Yeah, me too.
Huh.
I know. I thought that
That's
was interesting.
very interesting. I like it.
Me too. Then I'm okay with staying until death do us part, because death of the marriage, that counts.
Right.
Yeah. In some cultures, such as in parts of China and Sudan, ghost weddings are held to honor and marry off deceased family members. These ceremonies ensure that even in death, a person is not left unmarried, appeasing ancestral spirits.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you think your grandma would be interested in marrying my dad?
No.
Damn.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Dad. I got to find you a suitor now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My grandmother
I've
was
never heard
also
anything like that.
much older than your dad.
He's dead. He don't care.
That's true.
Maybe in the afterlife, if there is one, like if there's like a religious glorified afterlife out there, I've heard that we revert back to like a certain age, like 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe they would both be their 30-year-old selves.
Let me ask, does your dad drink in this afterlife?
Well, he was sober when he died, so I'm going to say he's might be carrying that over to the afterlife, or I don't know.
Then he can't marry my grandmother.
Then maybe he won't have the consequences.
That's true.
Drinking over there.
If
so
he's
it's
sober,
really up in the air.
he wouldn't get along with my grandmother because she'll be drunk as a fish.
Quite the drunk.
Love you, Grandma, but I know you're drinking your vodka and orange juice in the afterlife.
Ooh, screwdrivers. Grandma likes screwdrivers.
Grandma liked her screwdrivers. She had her own little Bubba cup that she carried around. And I will say her screwdrivers were 90% vodka with just a dash of orange juice.
I love that so much.
Yeah. Okay, last scary fact. In some cultures, it's thought that a wedding veil protects the bride from vengeful spirits who might try to possess her on her wedding day. Lifting the veil after the ceremony reveals the bride's true self and frees her from any lingering spirits.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I like that one too. Okay. We ready to dive into our first haunted wedding location / hotel?
I am ready.
Awesome. Okay. So for each one, I'm going to give a little history about the hotel. Then I'm going to read a little blurb from The Knot, which is a wedding site that actually talks about the hotel as a wedding venue. And then I'm going to get into the deaths that have occurred and the reported ghost stories at the location.
Sounds good.
Perfect. So the first hotel we are going to talk about is Hotel Del Coronado. And this hotel is in San Diego. I have been there, but I've not stayed there.
Okay.
Ironically, I went here the week that my grandmother passed away because I was on a plane to San Diego when she passed away. And then our trip was shortened because we had to fly back for the funeral. But we did get to stop by this hotel, which was really cool.
I remember this. And didn't your ex's grandma die around the same time?
She died the next day.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
It was. And she was 100 and I know she was at least 101. She might have been 102.
Was she a drinker? Maybe my dad would like. No. Oh, well, there you go. My dad and your ex's grandma.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, so the Hotel Del Coronado was established in 1888 and is a renowned National Historic Landmark that was designated in 1977. Founded by visionaries Alicia Babcock and H.L. Story, it was envisioned as a premier seaside resort, also known as the talk of the Western world.
Okay.
For over 130 years, the Del attracted celebrities, royalty, and families, seamlessly blending historic charm with modern luxury. It is rated among the top 10 hotels worldwide by USA Today. The Del features a contemporary beachfront experience, including ocean view dining and an award-winning spa, upscale shopping, and various recreational activities. For those seeking a more private experience, the Beach Village offers luxury accommodations and a personalized service. Now, the construction began on March 19th in 1887, and it was led by the Reed brothers of Indiana, with the hotel officially opening in early 1888. The first meal in the Crown Room was served on February 19th, a date that is now celebrated as the hotel's birthday.
Oh, okay.
I know. I like that.
I like it too.
Each promotional materials highlighted the hotel's exceptional amenities, including a central garden, expansive verandas, and rooms designed for comfort, and a restorative ocean air with rates starting at just $2.50.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish we could get those prices today.
Yeah. Despite an economic downturn during construction, funding from John Spreckles ensured the hotel's completion. Babcock and Story made Spreckles the sole owner, with Babcock serving as the manager. The Hotel Del Coronado has hosted numerous notable guests, including the Prince of Wales, Charles Chaplin, and several U.S. presidents from Benjamin Harrison to Jimmy Carter.
Okay.
Frank Baum, author of The Wizard of Oz, also wrote several books at this resort.
Interesting.
I know. I like that. I love The Wizard of Oz. In 1958, it became the iconic backdrop for the classic comedy Some Like It Hot, starring Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon. Since 2018, the Del has been a member of Historic Hotels Worldwide, celebrating its vibrant legacy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a neat hotel. It's huge. Definitely creepy when you are walking. Like when you're outside, it's just gorgeous. Like the ocean, just the way everything's set up with the pools, it's very pretty. But when you go inside, it's still very pretty, but it's definitely got a creepy vibe to it.
Yeah.
Now, this is directly from the knot.com, and this is describing the Del as a wedding venue.
Okay.
A wedding should be iconic, just like your love story. For over 132 years, the Del has hosted generations of newlyweds and friends and family who adore them in an incomparable coastal backdrop. Go California casual and have the effortless barefoot ceremony on our glittering beach. Or channel the glamour of old Hollywood among the wood-domed ceilings, chandeliers, and heart-stirring views of our crown room and oceanfront ballroom.
Which would you rather have? Would you rather do the barefoot on the beach or the old Hollywood?
If I was there, I feel like I'd have to do it inside, but it wouldn't be old Hollywood themed. It would be like creepy, spooky themed.
I definitely would do the beach just because the beach is my happy place.
Yeah. I mean, the beach is pretty. Maybe I would have the ceremony outside and then the reception inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do that. Get a little bit of both. Few places in California fulfill the dream of exchanging vows on the beach and having a reception in the sand with the ease the Del provides. None offer the complete services, destination experience, and enchantment of the Del. Ready for the deaths and the ghosties?
Bring on the death and the ghosts.
I'm going to bring it. The hotel is perhaps best known for its most famous ghostly resident, Kate Morgan, whose spirit is said to linger in room 302. Guests staying in room 302 have reported numerous paranormal occurrences, including flickering lights, televisions switching on and off by themselves, and unexplained temperature fluctuations.
Jen.
What?
Jen, did you just hear that?
I did. I thought you were just moving. Were you not just moving?
So my desk is next to the bathroom in our bedroom.
Uh-huh.
And I had the door closed and the door just opened.
Did it really?
It didn't open all the way, but I had it like pulled and it just pushed back. And there's no cats anywhere.
Well, yeah, shut it again and see if it happens again.
Okay. That was weird.
That was weird. Kelly, your room is haunted.
Maybe it's that little kid's playing.
Could be.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. I think I was saying that if the ghost is turning the temperature down, I'm okay with that. But if they're turning it up, then that's not cool.
Right.
When I'm in a hotel room, I want it to be cold all the time.
Frigid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Good.
For some reason, the room feels less gross that way. Because staying in hotel rooms kind of skeeved me out a little bit because there's so many people that have been in there. So when it's a cold room, I feel like an operating room, like it's sterile now.
Oh, okay. No, I just like to sleep in the cold, and I'm not paying for the air condition. So
yeah,
that's it. I also get really hot when I'm getting ready because usually if I'm in a hotel room, I'm going out somewhere and then I would have like showered and I'd have to blow dry and then straighten my hair. And then I get really sweaty. So I need the room to be very cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some visitors have also reported sudden whiffs of perfume, and others have said that they have been kept awake by strange noises. In this room, it is not uncommon for items to move unexplainably, for doors to open and close on their own. Apparently, it's also not uncommon for that to happen in Kelly's bedroom.
That's right.
And for strange footsteps or disembodied voices to be heard. Also apparently not uncommon for Kelly's bedroom today anyway.
Correct.
One guest...
Yeah, this is new.
Yeah, this is new. One guest even claimed to have seen Kate Morgan's face on the television screen, suggesting that this restless spirit is determined to disrupt anyone's sleep. On Thanksgiving Day, November 24th, 1892, Kate Morgan checked into room 312 at the Hotel Del Coronado using the alias Miss Lottie A. Bernard from Detroit. Now, obviously, the room number has changed over time, but originally it was 312 when she checked in.
Okay.
Kate was 24 years old, said to be very beautiful, and she carried herself with dignity and grace. And she captured the attention of several wealthy guests. She arrived at the hotel with a purpose.
Jen.
Did it do it again?
The bathroom light just turned on.
Oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me?
There's nobody in there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my God. That's insane.
Do you have your REM pod?
It's downstairs.
You should go get it and put it on in the bathroom.
Okay. We'll pause here for a moment.
Yeah. Okay, we are putting the REM pod in Kelly's bathroom.
Okay. So, can you hear that, Jen?
I heard it. Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, so that's the noise. My hand is right on it.
Yeah.
So if anything comes near it, we should hear that noise.
Yeah. Did you close the door again?
No, because I want to be able to hear it.
Okay.
Or see it.
Okay. Well, we're going to continue.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to see if Kelly gets any ghost in her bathroom. Anyway, Kate arrived at the hotel with a purpose, but tragically, her intentions were not realized. 5 days later, her lifeless body was found. Now, there's some strange circumstances, and it's very controversial as to where her body is found. It is not well documented. So we're going to go over the several theories of what could have happened to her. Some say that she had an estranged husband and she was waiting for her husband to arrive at the hotel. He never showed. And after 5 lonely days, she reportedly took her own life, and she was discovered in her guest room with a revolver next to her. Others say she had been reported missing for 5 days, and then her body was found in the hotel stairwell with a self-inflicted gunshot wound as the cause of death. So again, similar that she took her own life, but this says she was found in the stairwell. Then there is a blackmail and murder theory.
Okay.
So some people say that Kate was at the hotel to meet John Spreckles, who we remembered as one of the owners, claiming to be pregnant with his child. Allegedly, she attempted to blackmail him. What was that?
I don't know. But that came from the bathroom.
Are you fucking kidding me, Kelly?
The REM pod didn't go off, though.
But nothing's like on the floor?
Mm-mm. No.
You're haunted, Kelly.
Unless it's on the other side of the toilet, which I could go look real quick, but we're never going to get through this.
No, we're not. Not if the ghosts keep interrupting us.
So I have an eye mask that I keep on the shelf over the toilet, and that's on the floor, but that could have easily just had not been put up well enough and just fallen down. Dani, this is a very special episode for you.
The ghosts are coming out to play
if
for
we
you,
get
Dani.
through it.
We'll see. This is going to be a bitch to edit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Knock it off. Jen's got to edit.
No, keep going. I'm okay if we catch more paranormal activity on the podcast.
All right, fine. The only reason I think it might have just fallen is because where it is very close to the REM pod.
Okay.
I don't see how the REM pod wouldn't have gone off.
Okay. Some people believe that she attempted to blackmail John Spreckles because she was pregnant with his child, leading to her murder. Those in power supposedly concocted a suicide narrative to protect Spreckles, who was married to Lily Sieben and had 4 children. They were afraid that a scandal would tarnish his reputation and marriage.
Oh, I mean, not his cheating, just a scandal.
Or his murdering someone.
Murdering, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Others believe that she was awaiting her brother at the hotel. So Kate was reportedly expecting her brother's arrival and grew increasingly anxious as the days passed. One morning, she asked a bellboy about her brother, only to be told that they didn't know anything about him. And she lamented, "No one comes to see me anymore." Afterward, she burned all her letters and papers, keeping only the envelope addressed to Miss Lottie Anderson Bernard, with Coronado hastily scribbled on it. And then our last theory is Kate was married to Thomas Edwin Morgan, but had run off with Albert Allen in 1890.
Ooh.
She allegedly planned a secret meeting with her unknown lover at this hotel. 5 days later, she was found 15 feet from the ocean shore with a single gunshot wound to her temple, raising suspicions about the true circumstances of her death.
Interesting.
So we don't really know how she died, but those are the theories and stories that are told.
Okay.
Yeah. There are some other ghosts that are reported in the hotel, not just Kate, so she's not all alone. There is a ghost of a young girl, and she is often referred to the girl in white. I wonder if she was a bride.
Ooh.
Though I guess she was believed to be a young child, so maybe
Hopefully
she
not.
wasn't a bride. Who knows? This was the late 1800s.
True.
But anyway, it believed that she was a young child who died at the hotel. Guests and staff have reported sightings of a playful girl running through the halls and sometimes playing with the toys in the hotel. There's also spirit of another unknown woman, and some guests have encountered her in vintage clothing, wandering the hallways, and she's also been spotted near the beach.
Okay.
She sometimes is described as having an air of sadness, and her presence is felt by those who have stayed in various rooms throughout the hotel. So she's not, kept to one certain spot.
Yeah, she didn't even go outside.
Yeah, I know, which is kind of cool. I wish that I could go to the beach if I was a ghost.
Yeah.
Where I would spend my days. If anybody has any stories of seeing a ghost at the beach, I want to hear those.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. There is also said to be a spirit of a soldier that haunts the hotel, possibly linked to the hotel's history as a military hospital during the Spanish-American War. Guests have reported hearing marching sounds, footsteps, and the feeling of being watched while they are in certain areas of the hotel. And of course, there is no good haunted location without one that is said to have shadow people. A lot of guests have reported encounters with shadowy figures moving through the hotel, especially in the more historic sections.
The REM pod just went off and it just lit up.
I heard that.
That's weird. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Out of all the topics we have done, I did not expect haunted weddings to be the one to haunt you, Kelly.
I have no idea what's going on. Like, we've never had really any activity in this house.
No.
I just thought about something that you'll know what I mean, but I'm not going to say anything to the listeners because I'm going to make an episode about this.
Do you think it followed you? Or something followed you?
There's never been any activity in this house.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Very weird. Okay. Well, we're just going to keep on keeping.
All right.
So shadow people have been reported moving through the hotel, especially in some of the more historic sections. These are generally reported as dark forms, vanishing very quickly and leaving behind a very eerie feeling. Numerous reports mention the feeling of unseen presence, cold spots, and odd noises in various rooms. Some visitors have claimed to hear laughter, whispers, and even the sound of a party, suggesting that the spirits from the hotel's past might still be reliving their memories, which I love that the ghosts are still having parties.
Yeah, it reminds me of The Shining.
Yes.
When all the ghosts would be in the bar area.
I love that.
And just having a party. Like, I hope that if I'm a ghost, that there's a big room that we can all just party in.
Party in, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
The gift shop at Hotel Del Coronado was established in 1888 and has since become a hotspot for paranormal activity. Again, the ghosts are also just going shopping. Like, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Many employees and visitors alike have reported witnessing gift items inexplicably flying off the shelves, often landing upright without a scratch.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to see that. The Hotel Del Coronado has...
I'm on edge. I'm on edge because the neighbor's dog just barked and I jumped.
The Hotel Del Coronado has undoubtedly witnessed its share of tragedy, suspicious events, and possibly even crime, leaving many mysteries unresolved. Now, I also went on Reddit and found some ghost stories at the hotel locations.
Okay.
This one was from Life in Technicolor is the username who wrote this.
Okay.
First time posting for a while on here, but I, 32 female, wanted to share my experience that could not be explained when I stayed at the Del Coronado Hotel on Coronado Island in San Diego. Since I was a kid, I've always been fascinated with ghosts and the unknown. I was about 12 years old at the time, about 20 years ago, and my parents decided to take my sister and I to the Del Hotel. As soon as I got there, I was fascinated by the hotel and the feeling I got there. It was a feeling of dread/fear, but also excitement. They had cool old elevators with an attendant operating them. There was a downstairs area where you could shop, but I got really weird vibes down there. Overall, just a really spooky feeling. I remembered asking my parents if anyone had seen ghosts here or if the hotel had history. My parents weren't sure, so we went to the front desk so I could ask. They handed me a pamphlet about the ghost that is said to haunt the grounds, which I just fucking love. That they lean so much into this that they have a fucking pamphlet ready to hand out to guests.
That's pretty awesome.
Because some hotels are like, no, there's no ghost. There's nothing. It's not haunted. Whereas they're like, nope, we got a fucking pamphlet. You want to read about the ghost? Here you go. Her name was Kate Morgan, and she had come to the hotel at the turn of the 20th century and had been waiting for her husband or a lover at the hotel for a few days. So I guess that's the story that they're going with. After 5 days, she killed herself with what was believed to be a self-inflicted wound from a handgun. If I can recall correctly, she did it on the stairs from the hotel leading down to the beach. So I guess that's the story that the hotel goes with.
Right.
I was totally fascinated by this ghostly stranger and read the pamphlet over and over. I was hanging out with my family in our room.
The alarm pod just went off again.
It did.
Okay. I think, because it's not going off long, I think that is indicating temperature fluctuations.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'm not positive, though. But all the lights were lighting up like it does when something's next to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I was totally fascinated by this ghostly stranger and read the pamphlet over and over. I was hanging out with my family in our room when my dad decides that we need some ice from down the hall. He left the door open, and my sister, mom, and I were just laying in the 2 beds reading our respective literature. All of a sudden, I felt really cold. Then, without warning, the door slammed shut. And I mean slams. It was really loud and abrupt and scared the shit out of all of us. My dad came back wondering why the door was closed and walked in on all of us turned pale from what just happened. He joked, "Did y'all see a ghost or something?" My stomach just dropped. As a logical child, I tried to figure out the more rational explanation for what had just occurred. I had tried to move the door myself with a small push, but it just slowly swung back open. I looked for any open windows, but everything was sealed shut, as it was wintertime. I remember a large Christmas tree being in the lobby hotel. I laid awake while everyone was sleeping, trying to figure out what had just happened. I was going through scenarios all night, and I just couldn't figure out how the door had slammed so violently. I had never understood why or how the door moved like that. I just made peace with it. If it was Kate, I'd like to think she was just saying hello in her own way. I guess I'll never know for sure, but the whole experience was eerily exciting, and I look forward to going back one day.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure Kate will be happy to see her again.
I'm sure she will. Or him. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't really mention their gender. Next hotel we have is the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Now, I have stayed at this hotel.
Okay.
I did not have anything happen that I remember. I also did not know it was haunted at the time.
Okay.
Because it wasn't that long ago that I stayed there. But it's a really nice hotel. But we're going to get started with the history, and I'm going to apologize in advance for anything I mispronounce. I did look up pronunciation, and I put the pronunciation guides in here. But again, I might mispronounce it, so I want to apologize in advance.
Okay.
The Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort was developed during the post-World War II era, a period defined by the civil rights movement and the Cold War in the United States. In 1954, Fritz Burns, a Southern California housing developer, and an industrialist named Henry John Kaiser purchased the Niamali Hotel. Hope again, I'm pronouncing that right. Niamali Hotel originally opened in 1928. By 1955, they began expanding and renovating the property, adding guest cottages, the tapa room, lush gardens, and 3 swimming pools to create the Kaiser Hawaiian Village. In 1957, the Ocean Tower, now the Ali Tower, was completed, with Kaiser introducing Honolulu's first public geodesk dome showroom, which opened on February 17, 1957, with a 2.5-hour NBC gala broadcast to an audience of 20 million. Additional towers soon followed, including the Village Tower, now Tapa Tower, and the Diamond Head Tower, along with a 5-acre man-made lagoon, which is very pretty, by the way. On January 19th, 1961, the iconic hotelier Conrad Hilton acquired most of Kaiser's Hawaiian Village for $21.5 million, one of the largest hotel purchases at the time, encompassing nearly 18 acres plus 3 adjacent acres. Did it just go off again?
Did it?
It did. I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
I did.
Oh, sorry. I was really into the story. I was really listening. So.
I heard it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess there's something in my bathroom.
There's something in your bathroom. This area, historically significant as former fish ponds and the birthplace of Hawaii's Olympic gold medalist Duke Paua Kahana Makiu, now spans 22 oceanfront acres, known as the Hilton Hawaiian Village Beach Resort and Spa, continuing to expand and evolve. The Hilton Hawaiian Village has been the site of many significant events in Hawaiian history and culture. The renowned Blue Hawaii cocktail was created here in 1957 by a Hilton bartender named Harry Yee. In 1968, the Rainbow Tower opened, featuring a ceramic tile mosaic that spans 286 feet high and 26 feet wide on each side of the tower, composed of over 16,000 colorful tiles, a landmark seen in numerous television shows and movies. The Hilton Hawaiian Village has been featured in television shows such as Hawaiian Eye, Wheel of Fortune, Baywatch Hawaii, Magnum P.I., and Hawaii Five-0.
I didn't know there was a Baywatch Hawaii.
No, me neither. Makes sense.
Should we tell the listeners what a REM pod is?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should. For our listeners who are wondering what a REM pod is that has been going off in Kelly's bathroom, for those who might not know what ghost hunting material is, it is a device that I got Kelly for her birthday.
Yes.
That basically when something is close to it or the temperature fluctuates, it will make a sound and light up.
Right. I will take a picture of it.
Yes.
Or maybe even a small video of like putting my hand next to it to see. And then you can put it on when this episode uploads.
Yes, I will do that.
When the episode is released.
So yeah, for anyone wondering what the fuck we've been talking about this whole time and what's making noise in Kelly's bathroom, that's what it is. And there's no one in her bathroom. At least
there's no one in my bathroom.
Human in her bathroom to make it go off. And you have to be very close to it to make it go off.
Like I was practically touching it.
Yeah.
To get it to go off.
Yeah.
So
yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
Okay, from the Knot, this is the wedding description for the Hilton Hawaiian Village. The Hilton Hawaiian Village is an expansive luxury resort located on the longest stretch of beach on the island of Honolulu, Hawaii. Offering a wide range of elegant ceremony and reception spaces, its white sands and idyllic lagoon provide a dream space for an island wedding, ceremony, or honeymoon. Can confirm, it definitely does. It has 2 separate chapels and offers a wide range of meeting and event spaces. And there is plenty of choice for couples on how they would like to celebrate their union. Now, Kelly, I know you might find this surprising, but while I was there, I did not visit the chapels.
What?
I know.
But how did you worship God?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have either.
Yeah.
So.
I was drinking most of the time. No, actually, I was working while I was there.
Taking communion.
I was taking communion. I was drinking the blood of Christ in the form of wine and bourbon. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sure that pizza could pass as the communion wafer or something, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Working with every couple to find the ideal venue for their celebration, this venue offers a classic Hawaiian setting filled with possibilities. The Hilton Hawaiian Village is a vast resort with a wide range of amenities available to guests.
It just went off again.
Uh-huh.
Before it went off, because there are lights on it that light up as it's going off. But before that happened, it was like a big flash of light that I've never seen it do before.
Interesting.
And then it made that noise.
You should set up your phone to record it while we're talking. That way, if it goes off and no one's around it, we can catch it on camera and then post that.
Right. Let me get the light on. Like I am right next to it right now and it's not going off. Now I'm touching it.
Yeah. And see, that's a different sound than what it's been making. So I do wonder if it's the temperature fluctuation.
Right. Okay. I'm recording. I have to hold it though.
Oh, okay. This resort has 2 separate ceremony spaces, the Akala and White Beach chapels. The Akala chapel offers floor-to-ceiling windows providing beautiful views over the sea. Gazebos and outside areas are ideal for photo opportunities, also surround the space. The White Beach chapel offers breathtaking vistas of the beach and nearby lagoon, creating a classic space for an island wedding. With event spaces offering room for 2 to 1,900 guests, that would be a very large wedding.
Yes.
This resort as a location for any style celebration. Along with these modern, resourceful features, this resort also offers top-class cuisine from highly trained chefs. Using locally sourced and seasonal products when possible, this resort prides itself on its delicious dishes that blend traditional ingredients with modern taste. Okay, ready for the deaths and the ghost?
Bring it on.
Okay. Many believe that the ghost wandering the halls and beaches of the Hilton Hawaiian Village is none other than Pila, the legendary volcano goddess. According to Hawaiian mythology, Pila was the fiery-tempered daughter of Kane Malohe and Ha Mea, creators of the sky, earth, and heavens. Originally from Tahiti, Pila was exiled to Hawaii due to her volatile nature. When her older sister, Namakaukohai, discovered her location, she pursued Pila to Hawaii, resulting in a fierce battle that ended with Pila's remains scattered across a Maui hill called Kaiwea Pila, a dramatic tale of sibling rivalry. Again, apologize if I mispronounced any of those names. I'm trying really hard.
I think you're doing just fine.
Thank you. It seems Pila has remained in Hawaii and enjoys reminding people of her presence. She's reportedly seen in various forms, including a young woman in a red dress, a hitchhiker, an elderly woman, or even a mysterious stranger at one's door. The most common sightings, however, depict her as a young woman dressed in red, strolling along the beach or drifting through the hotel's hallways. I did not see a mysterious young woman dressed in red while I was there. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
It would have been cool to see.
Yeah. While the legend of Pila is popular, others believe this ghostly woman in red is the spirit of a young woman who met a tragic end. In 1959, a hotel employee reported seeing a woman in red walking down a hallway, only to watch her vanish before his eyes. He was so shaken that he left his job and opened a poi factory. Sightings of this mysterious woman in red continue to this day. The Hilton Hawaiian Village is also reportedly haunted by a man dressed in white who roams the 14th floor. In one instance, a housekeeper cleaning a suite glimpsed a man standing on the balcony. However, upon checking the guest records, she found that the room had only been occupied by a mother and a daughter. No man was registered to stay. Whether it's Pila or a restless spirit, the Hilton Hawaiian Village has no shortage of eerie encounters, and visitors are often left wondering, is Pila haunting Hawaii? Or does the hotel have other ghostly residents? There is an experience from the Hilton Hawaiian Village, and this was also found on Reddit, and this was from Carmbola Beach.
Okay.
And they say, my husband experienced something odd when we were on vacation in Hawaii that I can't seem to figure out. Wondering if anyone else has had a similar experience. It was our last night at the Tapa Tower located within Hilton Waikiki Village, and I went to the bathroom while my husband and toddler were outside. Husband was sitting at the desk eating dinner, and my boy was on the tablet watching something. There was a large mirror on the wall where the desk is, and my husband said while he was eating...
Did you hear that?
I did. Are you recording?
The lights aren't lighting up, but it's definitely going off.
Yeah.
And it sounds more like somebody's next to it.
Ask it to stop.
Can you stop doing that, please?
It said, fuck you.
Yeah, apparently.
Go try to reset it. And
Okay.
I know they have to do that sometimes in the ghost shows once something interacts with it.
I went to reset it and it was still going off. There was a light on top going off that I couldn't see from the angle that I'm at. There was a red light that was blinking on and off.
Interesting. Okay.
As I got closer to it, I think my camera got a little fuzzy, but I do have that on video.
Cool.
So,
okay. There was a large mirror on the wall where the desk is, and my husband said while he was eating, he saw who he thought to be me walking across the room through the mirror. He was about to ask if I had forgotten something before going to the bathroom, but my son asked him for some milk, so he didn't. By the time he turned around, the figure was gone. He then realized that the bathroom door never opened, and I was still in the bathroom the whole time. Also, I was wearing a red t-shirt and blue pajama shorts, while the person he saw in the mirror was wearing a blue shirt, short sleeve.
It's going off again.
Yeah.
To see if I can get the light. Oh,
don't hurt yourself.
And not die on the way. Well, something's standing next to it, I think.
Something must be. Ask it to stop again?
Could you stop? Could you back away from the REM pod?
Please?
Please, we're trying to record a podcast. It sounded like it got louder there for a second.
Oh.
Thank you.
Nope.
Or not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. That's fun. Anyway, the husband saw in the mirror, the person was wearing a blue short sleeve shirt with some floral pattern and some khaki shorts. He said it looked like me with the hair, except she was wearing glasses and I wasn't wearing my glasses at the time. I tried to ask if it was something he thought he saw out of the corner of his eye or maybe just for a second, but he said it was a solid person and he actually looked straight in the mirror at it thinking it was me until he realized it wasn't. But when he turned around, it wasn't there. There was no see-through like Casper or bright lights. The figure didn't say anything. I didn't see or hear anything while I was in the bathroom, but definitely couldn't sleep all night. Will not be going back to that hotel room.
Aw, I'd go back.
Yeah, me too. I wanted to, which hotel room was it? Not that I think I can ever afford to go stay there again, but
I mean, I have to sleep in my bedroom tonight.
I know. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode about haunted wedding venues and haunted Kelly's bathroom.
Yeah.
And the chilling stories that linger within them.
If you loved what you heard, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen. Your support helps us reach even more listeners and share even more spooky stories, even the ones that are happening as we're filming.
As we're recording, even those stories, we will share them with you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at notmyghostpodcast and on Facebook at notmyghost, not my problem. We will post updates, photos, stories of when we get haunted, and more. Kelly, you should send me the video that you took and we'll post that as like a teaser to this episode.
Okay.
That way everyone can see it.
If you want even more ghostly content, consider joining our Patreon. We have some fantastic exclusive perks for our supporters. All 3 of them.
Yeah, like doing an entire episode themed on one of them getting married.
Right. And if you have ever had a spine-tingling paranormal encounter like I am having tonight,
yeah,
share your story with us at notmyghostpodcast@gmail.com, and you just might hear it featured on a future episode.
Okay, Kelly, I am putting this into the universe. December is when we are going to publish our first Paranormal Postcards episode.
Okay.
Okay? We've gotten a couple more emails, but we need more. Give us more. December. We want to have an episode ready to go by December so we can read all of your spooky stories.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you for joining us on this haunting journey through the world of haunting wedding venues and Kelly's haunted bathroom.
Yes.
Remember, as you celebrate love amidst the whispers of the past, and the next time you pee in your bathroom by yourself, keep this in mind.
If it's not your ghost,
it's not your problem, but it's definitely Kelly's problem.
Until next time, stay spooky
and stay skeptical.